Um, hello, assalamu alaikum. It's me, Bonna, English teacher, Motijil Model School and College. So, students, how are you? We are in pandemic situation. I hope you were safe and sound. And I'm here for the students of class 6 English second part. So let's move on our class, students. In our previous class I discussed about the comparison of degree, the definition of positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, and how we can form the degrees, like how I can form the comparative form, how I can form the superlative form, this type of. And we know that the degrees deals with SD or adverb. So now students, today I'm going to details the rules, the methods, and I think you get pleasure from here, and the rules are very important for you to get common in your exam paper. So very attentively listen to me. Now let's move on our class. Look at the board please. Okay. Today we are going to learn the interchange of degrees. Interchange of degrees. Okay, how I can change the degrees, like from positive to comparative or superlative. Now I write here an example and you have to see the examples here. How can I change it? Okay, I get here very few birds are as black as crow. So dear students, we see here an example, and the example is in positive degree. Very few birds are as black as crow. This is an positive degree. Why? Because there I get an rules. I get rules here very few, and of course I get as and as. So if I get very few and as in a sentence, of course that degree is in positive degree. So dear students, how I can change this type of example into comparative or superlative? If I get very few in positive degree, then how can I change it into comparative degree? First of all, you should notice here that we get here very few. So if I get very few in a sentence, we have to use most other in comparative degree. How can I change it? There is a very easy way to change this positive to comparative. What we have to do here? First, you should identify the subjects or noun in the degree. Like here we get one subject birds and another is crow. So there are two subjects or two nouns. Okay, we can also say this a subject or two noun. Okay, so how I can change it? First of all, if I want to change it positive to comparative, first of all we should take the last subject into the first, and and the first subject should be go to the last. Again repeat that the last subject go should come here first, and the first portion of the sentence should go to the last portion of the sentence, like a voice change. Okay, active to passive. Like I write here, so very few birds should be go here, and crow should be come to the place of very few birds. And in this way I can easily change this. So how can I change it? First of all, I have to write here crow. Of course, crow, and then very few birds I can't use here now. This portion I use in the last portion of the sentence. So now I take the last subject here, crow, and the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb is are here, but I can't use here are because crow is singular in form. This is not in superlative form. That's why I have to write here is. And what I see here as, and black is an adjective. Before the adjective I see here as, after the adjective I see here as. But in comparative degree, I can't use here as. So what I have to use here? I have to use here the comparative form of black. That's why I write here blacker. We already know in our previous class that how I can make the comparative form. If I add ear with the st, then easily I can make the comparative form, and the adjective should be in one syllable. Then I can use ear, and if the adjective or adverb in more syllable, or 2 or 3, then we have to add here ear. So crow is blacker, and now I have to write here then. Why? Because this is comparative degree. In comparative degree, after the comparative form of the adjective, we have to use then. Okay? Now turn to the point. Very few words I doesn't use this. Now I have to use this. After the comparative form of the adjective, and then I have to use here this portion. And you should notice here that if I get very few in positive degree, then we have to use here most other. Instead of very few, we have to use here most other. And again said that if I get very few in positive degree, then we have to use most other in comparative degree. That's why I have to write here most other and the subject words. One thing is noticeable here. What is it? After very few, the noun and the auxiliary verb should be in plural form. That's why I write here is and are. And after the most other, you also use the plural form. So now students, how I can change these degrees into superlative degree? If I get very few in positive degree and if I get most other in comparative degree, then how can I change it into superlative degree? First of all, I write here the